Oh, Lord. Okay. I mean, I guess it's a little crooked, but all right. Hey guys, give me a second. I found this little cheap holder that I had somewhere in the closet, so I'm trying to adjust it a little bit. It's crooked, but it'll work for now. Oh boy. Oh yeah, it's extra crooked. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Hey guys. Hey. Yeah. So, rest in peace to my phone holder that literally snapped as soon as I put it on, as soon as I started my live yesterday. So, rest in peace to that. Um, I found one in the closet, and I think this is the one that originally came with this desk clamp thing, but I just kept using the one from my tripod from like 6 years ago, because that one was better quality. This one feels like something from the Dollar Tree, and I know it's not gonna last. I know it's not because even though I took my phone out of my case and it fits, but it feels very cheap and very like thin, and um, it's not gonna make it. So I am gonna have to order another one, but this will do for now. This one doesn't have any cracks in it from what I can see. But the plastic is very thin. But it's fine. It's fine. Whew. Good morning. I'm on early, just a little bit earlier. Um, my desk is still a wreck, which I do plan on cleaning it today. But I've been doing a lot of painting and going through my supplies and stuff, so uh, trying to clean up my area in general. I know a couple people keep asking me for a space tour, and I'm like, y'all don't want a space tour right now. It is looking wild at the moment. So I'm gonna put some lotion on because my hands are dry. Um, I don't think I put any lotion on when I got out of the shower last night, or rather this morning, because I was tired. When I came home from work, I was like, okay, shower. I shoved some food down my throat, and I literally just woke up probably like an hour ago. So, okay. So we are going to spin the wheel today. I put the names on the wheel already. Um, I basically just searched the hashtag. Um, I do believe I got everybody. A couple of people I couldn't find, but I found it eventually. So everybody's on the list that participated or that, got their entries in time. Um, those that got their entries in on time, do remember that extra you get an extra entry for being subbed and for following me on Kofi. And if you're a Kofi member, you get extra entry for that too. So the list looks a little weird because I did not type your names in there for every entry because some of you have mass amounts. I'm looking at you, Amy and Taylor. So I abbreviated some of them, but I know who they are, so don't worry. Okay, so we'll do that once people start rolling in. It's only about two of you in here now, so we won't do that at the start. Um, but I do have it ready. It's ready. So I'm just going to open up chat for now on my very dirty iPad that I did not clean yet. Um, oh, Mary's live. Huh. Okay, let me turn this down. All right, I got chat. Okay. I didn't know Mary was live. Okay, yeah, so let's see who we got. We got Blue Skies in here. Blue Skies is in a meeting. Yes, Taylor, I am bootlegging it. It's okay though. It's working for now. Um, Dang, I wish Mary wasn't. I mean, I'm happy that she's live because that gives me something to watch later. But I wish she was over here because I wanted to ask her something. But I can just text her later. Okay, so I have Steel Dragon Spell. This is what I've been working on. I haven't touched any of my whips in that I was working on in Kirby. So I haven't touched this one. I love the way this. Ooh, not a 2-hour meeting. I love the way this page feels. I haven't touched anything in here. I think I just needed a break from Kirby for a little bit. But I did finish one page. So, and the rest of them are just like crazy whips. But that's okay. They're not going anywhere. But hi Christina. Yeah, so I haven't touched, as you can see, anything. I think I needed a break. So I've been in Mythographic. Hi Callie. So I did finish 2 pages in here so far. So I finished this one. And I finished this one, which I didn't write the date I completed it, which kind of sucks. I think I took a picture though, so I can check it out on there. And then I'll write what I used and all that stuff. So I did finish 2. I'm doing okay, Christina. Thanks for asking. This one will be a video for my Ko-fi members. I just have not finished planning it out yet. And then this one is going to be the page I'm thinking for my Ko-fi members for the Mythographic Madness for May, because I kind of have a plan for that one. But I was thinking maybe I wanted to color something in here today. I know a lot of people just got the book. I don't know which page I want to do though, because they're all so cool. I was kind of looking at this one. I'm not sure though. Thank you, Callie. I was thinking of picking one and then picking a color palette, but that kind of takes forever sometimes. Like choosing the colors and stuff. This one would be really nice to do. I was thinking like a storybook kind of feel for this one. Maybe. You're on the fence with this one? I love coloring dragons. This one's really nice too. Taylor gonna get me because I always end up flipping through, taking forever, picking a page. And she'd be like, will you stop flipping? I really want to do this one, but I'm not quite 100%. First of all, these hands are kind of creepy. But since it looks like they're coming out of a portal or something, it doesn't look that creepy. Oh, that's okay, Christina. I mean, I'm gonna have probably another Kirby contest. Um, I think I'm going to pick certain pages and then do like a vote system where everybody can vote in the Discord which one they want, which one is the best one. But that won't be for a while until I get more people into the Discord. But I do have a plan on doing that. I can also choose a different mythographic book. I'm looking at you, Labyrinth. Okay. I can choose something in here. I mean, all of these books are awesome. I still need to finish this. Why haven't I finished this? I think this was like a color along or something, and I was doing it with music, and it was driving me crazy, so I think that's why I stopped, if I'm being honest. The scales are kind of like coloring mermaid scales. Yeah, yeah. That I can see that. Um, this would be cute. What do I want to color? Mm-mm. My streams are never organized, by the way. This one would be nice, but do I feel like coloring metal? I feel like they all have some form of metal. What should we do? What should we do? I also don't want to pick anything too complicated. This one would be nice. But I have to figure out those lanterns, and I don't know if I feel like coloring anything with light. There's also Aviary and Magical Earth. I have like a bunch of mythographic books, but I'm like trying to figure out. Let me see. Do I feel like coloring birds? Let me see what's going on in this one. Do I have whips in here? Oh, I do. There's this one that I could finish. I think I did a stream where you guys were watching me color these clovers. I'm sure y'all don't want to sit and watch me do that. This one is marked. I guess I had thought about doing that one, so maybe. Here's another whip. Hmm. Get around to these whips one of these days. But if I look at it and it's like I don't feel like coloring it, then I won't color it because I don't want to mess it up. This one's also nice. Do like the keyhole and the keys. What do I want to do? Oh, that's nothing compared to how many whips I have. I have a lot. Jesus. Okay. Do I want to color an underwater scene? I feel like I can pull out aquatic for that, but then that book has like that one is crazy detailed. I mean, this one might be nice, but do I feel like coloring? It's a lot of leaves and things, and I have to figure out the background. Sounding a little salty today because I can't figure out what I want to color. I might just pick something in Dragonspell. That's the book that seems to be calling to me. I just need to figure out a page. All right, we're gonna stick to Dragonspell. Okay. Hi, Amy. Okay, so this is the book that I want to. Oh, I could do this one because I could do like maybe some yellow flowers or something. I want to try to pick color palettes on this one. I can also start on my redemption page, but I don't know if I feel like doing that at the moment because if it turns out bad, I'm gonna be annoyed. So, um, maybe this one, but I don't know what color I want the dragon to be. There's a lot of music notes and stuff going on. Let's see. That one seems too easy. Could do something like this. Are these branches? What is this? Okay. You're coloring a picture in Wild Summer. Which one are you coloring? I have Wild Summer too, but it's currently drying. I had finished up the page, my Mythographic Madness page. I added some more sparkle to it, And it's currently drying, so I can't color in that one at the moment. I might do this one. All right. So for this one, I kind of wanted a storybook. I don't really think I need a color palette because I kind of know, like, I want the sky to be like a nice pale blue. I want the grass to be green. Um, I was thinking a pink dragon, maybe, but I'm not sure on the dragon yet. But, we got some vines here that can be green, like maybe some blue and purple butterflies. I don't know. I don't want to get too wild with the oh, the one with the camel. Okay. That's a good page. I don't want to get too crazy with the colors. So I know there's going to be like a blue and a pink, green. All right, let's just start with that. So, with my mythographic books, I usually do like, what's wrong with this paper? Did I like cut this awkwardly or something? Okay. Anyway, I usually do like an alcohol base and then go on top with pencil. And then also sometimes I don't. Like you can see some parts of this one doesn't have it. So the one with the camel looks hard. You can't do fur. You know what? I don't like do detailed fur either. I just kind of go and add in the shadows where I feel like they need to be. Is this on the right color? Okay. Yeah, I don't do that detailed fur piece things. I tried it a little bit on this one. A little bit on this guy. But I quickly gave up after this area, so it's all good. Okay, so we're gonna do this one. Whoa, okay. And I just remembered that I moved my color pencils, so they're kind of far. I mean, they're not far, but my desk is like out of whack, guys. Okay. So let me see. I'm gonna move some things around. Just ever so slightly, because I need to be able to get to my pencils. Okay. Now I can reach them. So, and then I'm gonna need my thingamabobs. Okay. Got those. Most things are out of the way. Got my pencil sharpener because I'm gonna definitely need that most likely. Linda, Mary. Okay, now people are starting to roll in. Should I? Nah, we'll spin it in a minute. Okay, let me finish figuring out life here because what do we have here? Let me see. These are the. Okay. Mary, I wanted to show you something in a bit. So stick around because I wanted to ask you something. I'm just moving things from one side to the other. Notifications are broke. They are. They've been broke for years. I don't know. YouTube needs to figure out what they've got going on. Okay. Today's live might be longer than my normal hour, just a heads up. Because I'm all over the place and I don't have nothing to do today. No way. I'm just relaxing, so. I would like to brush all these crumbs. I think my pencil sharpener probably leaked or something because there's like pencil shavings all over my. Okay, let me just wipe these up. All right. Now I got full access to my markers. Okay. Yeah, these YouTube notifications are whack. Okay. So, we have the sky inside of the book, but then we also have whatever's going on in this background. So, and I don't know if I want them to be the same. Maybe. But I do know I want these fields of grass to be like a nice green, so I guess we're gonna start with that. So, I might grab this yellow green, though I feel like it's, I don't want to say dull, but I feel like it's dull. Ooh, I could do a yellow background. No, because I want some yellow in the dragon. Okay. Stop while you're ahead, Jazz. I'm looking at this yellow green. But I'm also looking at this May green because it is a little bit brighter. I wish this yellow green was a tad bit brighter. But this is kind of the green I'm going for. And I feel like this is too olivey, so I might go with this one. And I could just also just do straight pencil. That's a thing too. Because I have my charts here. They are within reach. I could just, because with pencil, I do have a little bit more control. Like I have a lighter green. I can go like light green, leaf green, maybe permanent green. And if I need to, I can throw in something a little bit darker. Holbein also has a nice green too. They have this fresh green. But I think I'm gonna go with this light green. Permanent, yeah. And I don't have an Ohuhu that is going to, because this one's too, it's got too much of something in it. And this one is too bright. I mean, too dark. All right, looks like we're doing it with just pencils. So, all right. So I'm gonna grab those. We're gonna spin the wheel here too soon. Don't go too far. This one's already sharpened. All right. So, anywho, work's been tearing into my soul lately, so I have been tired. So aside from my cell phone thing breaking, I haven't really, I did record one more gold combo video. I haven't uploaded it yet. I was gonna upload it yesterday, but I think I got so annoyed with my phone thing breaking that I was just like, you know what, not uploading nothing. And I just went to work. So, today will probably be a day of recording videos because I need to record some things for Ko-fi. I also need to add some more PDFs to Ko-fi. What is this? Okay. Some of these pages are ripped, and I'm trying to, you have to kind of see where it's ripped at and where the grass starts. Because like this one's ripped right here, but I think that might be another flower. Or I think just as you get closer, the grass gets a little bit more detailed. So I actually think it might be grass. But like right here, it looks like a flower. So, I'm just gonna do it as grass because I don't have the patience to be trying to figure out which one's a flower and which one isn't. So they are all gonna be grass. Blue skies is free. Run. Meetings can be tough, especially if they're boring and you're just like sitting there for hours on end. And I know this is a flower, but we're just gonna, it's gonna be grass today because that's what it's gonna be. I'm not just gonna color one flower and then everything else is grass. That's crazy. So it is all going to be green. I also worked on some sketches at work, just a little bit, not too much. I was trying to kind of trying to piece together some of my story in my head, but sketch out what was going on in the story so I wouldn't forget. So I managed to do a little bit of that, which is nice. And then I took my iPad to work so that I could um, attempt to work on the digital stickers. Well, not digital stickers, but digitally color my stickers so that I could get that going. But I wasn't really able to pull it out and like actually work on it and also keep an eye on what was going on at work. So that didn't get done at all. Okay, so I got all the grass areas covered. Um, so some of these fields, I guess they're like hills because you can kind of see where it gets cut off and another one starts. So I'm just gonna follow that. Yep, so something like this. If I want to go darker, I'll probably grab like juniper or pine green. Probably not pine because I think that one is also like a little too yellowy. Where is juniper green? I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the pine green. I could also, what is this? This is cobalt. So that's probably going to be not what I'm looking for. Let me see. I mean, it'll darken it, but actually cobalt's not too bad. We can go with that. Do we need it? Not necessarily, but it does help. And do I necessarily need to be doing this extra tiny detail like this? No, but it is nice when it's finished. I could even add like a yellow on top of this. Okay, I know you guys can probably barely see that, but I just did that little area right there. Okay. Also, I'm using my polys, if anybody's wondering. I'm sure if you guys were wondering, you would have asked, but just in case there's someone in the shadows wondering, but don't want to ask, that's what I'm using. I probably should have sharpened this one, but it's fine. Okay, where is, and I'm just working my way back. Is anybody else like weather acting totally strange for the past couple days? We've gone through 2 thunderstorms, a mini heat wave, a rainstorm, and a windstorm, and then another rainstorm yesterday. I'm kind of mentally over it. It's supposed to be just normal today, but I don't trust it. Spring's usually strange where you are. Okay. Well, we have that May gray. Yeah, I don't know what's happening over here. I mean, I know it's Vegas, but come on, give us a break. Okay. Welcome back, Taylor. All right, so I think most people are in here. Um, Let me see for this one. I think this was part of that one up there, but it's okay. We'll fake it till we make it. It's gonna look funny. Okay. Um, I think we can kind of maybe spin the wheel now. You guys want to spin the wheel? It's been raining there for days. Yeah, this weather is very odd these past couple days. We'll spin the wheel after this little patch. So I got everybody who entered their pictures. And Taylor's like, let's go. Lord Jesus. Taylor's been hyped since the beginning of this contest. She's been hyped since the end of the last contest. I'm glad you guys had fun though, really. Um, when I first started doing like giveaways, no one would really enter, no one was really hyped, no one really did anything. So it's nice to see. Which I don't understand why. I mean, who doesn't like giveaways? I'm sorry. I love a good giveaway. Everybody's like, roll the wheel. All right, all right. Let me finish this patch of grass here, and then we'll roll it. Yeah, you guys had the most entries, definitely. And then I don't even know what I did with the paper. I know, yeah, I'm still in Dragonspell. I know, Foxy entered some, but Foxy and Evelyn ended up with 6 entries because they do also follow me on Ko-fi, and Evelyn is a Ko-fi member. So they got extra entries. So you guys, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. The next one, the next Kirby one I do, it's gonna be a while. I'm gonna give you guys a break because we don't want to, you know, burn ourselves out on Kirby here. It's going to be a voting system. I'm just kind of waiting until more people join the Discord because that's where the voting is going to take place. I don't want to do it on YouTube because, you know, that gives people opportunities to cheat. And with the Discord, I can actually control and see what's going on because it's my Discord. You said, oh, Kim got this book and wants to do a buddy. She wants to do a buddy color with me. We can do a buddy color. I'm very slow. I know she don't want to do a buddy color with me because I take forever to. I still have buddy colors with View. We got a couple, but we don't really rush our buddy colors because we know we got like a million other things that we color and stop and go and whatnot. So, I mean, if she wants to, sure, but I'm slow as heck, so. And that'll help me, because I would actually like to finish this whole book at some point, so. Yeah, this is a book where I actually like all of the pages, so I'm gonna finish this one. I have 2 finished already, and now 1 with. All right, let's spin the wheel. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay, is the dog behind me? Okay, let me just make sure I don't roll him over because he's very quiet and very sneaky. So you won't know that he's behind you unless you look. And I don't want to roll him over because he's very quiet. All right, as a reminder, I have a buddy color with you. We got a buddy color going on. Oh Lord, I don't keep up. I need to. Okay, so remember the prize is this 72 set of Arteza color pencils, or Arteza, however you decide to want to say it. Got the colors. Topeka, hold on. 72 colors. These are the colors that you get in it. So this is the prize. And let me just sit this back in the safe spot. Okay. Grab the wheel. Just bring up the wheel here. Let me move the chat over. Oh Lord, please don't reset. Okay. Whew. Y'all, I thought it was gonna reset and I was gonna have to enter all those names again. Lord Jesus, help us. All right. Can I make this bigger? Okay, I can. Okay. There's a glare, but it's okay. All right, you guys ready? Don't put anything in the chat because I can't see it quite yet. But good luck to everyone who entered. And we're going to spin in 3, 2, 1. It was taking a long time, taking a long time, taking a long time. M Beans. There's our winner. M Beans. Yay. Is M Beans even in the chat today? Lord. Okay, well, there's our winner. M Beans. You got 48 hours to send me your info. Um, I will make a community post, tagger. You got 48 hours. If you don't contact me in 48 hours with your info, I'm spinning it again. So, congratulations. All right. Well, that was fun. Um, Taylor's like, what? Taylor's over. Somebody check on Taylor. Somebody check on Taylor, please. Oh Lord, Taylor's not in the chat anymore. Lord, okay, no, I'm just playing. All right, that was fun. Okay, so I do plan on doing another one. Okay, you guys let me know because I do this stuff for you guys, so you guys can have fun and stuff. So, do you guys want to do a contest that's similar to this one, but with mythographic? She said I passed out, but I'm okay now. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Um and again, I am working on the slideshow. Um I have Taylor's, I have Blue Skies, I have Foxy's, Mary's, um so if you want your picture to be in the slideshow, again, email it to me. Um, email it to me so I can make it part of the slideshow video, okay? But my cereal of choice for the day. um, if you guys want, I can do another one similar to this, but with mythographic. You only have two. That's okay. If you guys want, I can put a limit on the pages. Because 15 and Taylor had what, 11? It's crazy. We can do that. I don't know what the price is gonna be at. It'll probably be I'll probably set it for, because we're already like, May's already started, so it'll probably be June or July. They were in it to win it. They were having so much fun, and their pages was coming out cute too. You guys don't want a limit? I mean, I won't put one if you don't want one. I mean, I feel like if I don't, then you guys will get more pages completed. This is a good way to get your pages completed. Seriously. You guys showed out some cute pages, really. All of you did. Um, yeah, so I mean, we can do that. It'll probably be June. Yeah, you did say that, Mary. You sure did. Um, I'm gonna do it for June because I don't want to do it for this month because this month already started. Um, so I'll do it for June, and it's gonna be the same rules. So you have to enter at least one page to be counted. Um, Ko-fi members, Ko-fi followers, YouTube subscribers all get extra entries. So if you are subscribed, you follow me on Ko-fi, and you're a member, those are all extra entries, separate entries. Um, yeah, you and Amy, it was fun watching you guys go and go and go and go. My notifications was ding, 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 ding. But it was so fun. I liked looking at all of them, really. I was looking forward. Every time my Instagram went off, I was like, ooh, somebody finished the page. I couldn't wait to open it. I was like, let me see. And they were all so cute. Amy did one. It was I think it was in Fragile World. I think that's where the turtle is from. She hooked that turtle up. It was like it kind of reminded me of like a pastel Lisa Frank picture. It was so pretty. I think that one was my favorite one, the turtle. And probably her goal page too. You guys were hooked. I'm telling you. Email me your photos so I can get the slideshow going because those pictures were amazing. And then Foxy and that fox she did. Oh man. Yeah. This one was fun. So I can only imagine what the mythographic one's gonna look like. Whew. And then you guys can use the same hashtag. Just make it easy. Same rules, same hashtag, same everything. You have to have at least one entry to be counted for the contest. But instead of Kirby, we doing mythographic, but it doesn't start until June. So don't flood me with your empty pages yet. You can pick them out now. Just don't start sending me the pictures until June. I gotta reset. But yeah, that was fun. You man. And I even finished a page. I wasn't counting myself for the contest, but I did finish a Kirby page. Okay, so Mary, I want to show you something while I got you here. Yeah, my streams have been random lately. I hope y'all don't mind. They haven't been that random, but they've been pretty random. So, so I got this extremely. These are all of my. These are just regular acrylic paints. Um, yeah, this box has a bunch of random stuff in it too, but these are all of my acrylic paints. Speaking mainly specifically to Mary at this point, because I know she likes using acrylic. So I have like some heavy body ones, but I don't know what I did with the swatch chart. But Mary, if you're interested in these, let me know. But I will tell you, they do dry glossy, kind of. Well, not really glossy, but they do have like a little bit of a sheen to them. So you're gonna have to slap some matte medium over the top of whatever it is you're done doing. But I came across this in the closet and I was like, I don't even use like acrylics. I don't like the way they feel. I like the gouache better. But I was listening to her in one of her lives and she was saying that she didn't have enough colors or the right colors or something about colors. And granted, these tubes are small. They're about the size of my gouache tubes. I think these are like maybe 20 milliliters. Anyway, um, they are smaller, but they do have like, you know, a bigger range of colors. So you got like brilliant red and raw umber. There's some grays in here. Um, I don't even know when or where I got this set from. But if you're, just text me, Mary. Well, we'll talk later about it. But I did want to show you, in case you were interested. I think there's some metallics in here too. Like here's a copper gold or something. And there's some blues. Here's another heavy body one. Oh, and another heavy body one. Okay, I got like 6 tubes of the heavy body. Anyway, want to show you. I have a lot of paint. Yeah, and I don't use acrylic. So I'm like, I know you were using them. And I'm like, maybe Mary would be interested. But they do dry a little bit, kind of like sheen-like. So you would have to put some matte medium over it so it could, be matte and not glossy. I wouldn't even say glossy. I wish I had the swatch sheet, but I don't know what I did with it. You would think it would be with the paint, but it's not. So I don't know where it is, but I mean, you can always swatch it yourself. So I still would like to swatch my gouache. I don't know if I want to do that today. I mean, yes, but I don't know if I want to do it on stream. Because I'm like, do I want to do it in this book? I mean, I kind of do, but then I feel like I would have to, like, make the grids and make it look nice. Even though I don't have to. I kind of feel like... And I also kind of feel like I want to swatch my acrylic markers in here, too. Though this paper is a little bit textured. When I do decide to, because I want... What in the world? Okay, these is like early bubble days. I don't know what that is. And I got a check mark next to it too, like it's cute. Y'all, this one's kind of cute. I don't know. Maybe I was trying to come up with my own creatures or something, because some of these things, this one just looks like a lemur. A starving lemur. But I'm not sure what in the world. I don't know if these are real animals anyway. We're not going to talk about that. But when I travel, like with my markers and stuff, I think it would be better to have something like this versus carrying my entire swatch binder. I feel like my swatch binder needs to be kind of like my home swatch book, and then I need something where I can just, like, if I'm traveling, I can just grab this and go. So I think that's what I'm gonna use this for. I think I'm gonna have my acrylic paint markers in here, as well as my gouache, my acrylic gouache. And then, I mean, there's plenty of pages. And then I think, like, with the acrylic paint markers, I can probably get away with doing it back and front. I think I want to do that because I have, like, first of all, I don't carry these around outside. They don't leave the house. So if, I don't know why that one is backwards. Comparing it in size, and I mean, this is just a few of them. This isn't even all of them. So comparing it in size, this is a lot smaller, and it'll be more compact, because this is just I think my Tule Arts, my Shuttle Arts, and my Niceties. This isn't even my Chromatex, my Temu brand, the other Artistro brand, or whatever brand that is I have. Plus, I can't even find the swatch book for my acrylic gouache. It disappeared somewhere. I don't even remember seeing it when I was cleaning up, so I'm not really sure if I accidentally packed it away in, like, a box with, like, the books that I don't use. I'm assuming that might be what happened, but I'm not sure, and I don't feel like going through those boxes. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I do have, like, one of those T rulers, because I'm weird. I'm like, if the lines aren't straight, I'm probably gonna spaz out. So I think I'm gonna do that. Maybe. But, like, swatching these is gonna take a while. I know it is, because it took a while when I swatched them the first time. But when I did swatch them the first time, it was kind of all over the place. And I think when I swatch it this time, um, I think I'm gonna do it like by color. So I'll have like all of my reds. Um, yeah, yeah, exactly. And I feel like I do have like a T ruler somewhere. It shouldn't be too far because I seen it last night. Hang on. Like, I haven't. Oh Jesus! I think that was it. I have a regular one. Hold on. So I have like a T ruler. Um, this is like an artist loft one that I've had for like ever, and it's dusty and crusty, and it's got a crack in it, but um, it works. And then I have like this one's really good. This is my Westcott ruler, and I've had this thing for like probably a decade or so. But it did get bent a little bit, so I know it's not 100% like flat anymore. But it's still a really good one. But I do have this one where I can like make my lines kind of straight, or straight as possible anyway. Um, I could also just like put it like this, but I don't know how many lines I'm gonna need going down. I'll probably just do like a set number, but that's a chore. So this is like a whole project within itself. And I not sure if I want to do it with my regular gouache because I don't use it that much. Um, just simply because it doesn't do really what I want it. It does, but I'm impatient. So um, I feel like this I would probably use for like backgrounds where I don't have to worry about it re-wetting itself. That sounds weird. Anyway, reactivating. So I think that's what I'll probably use my regular gouache for, mainly my backgrounds. And I kind of want to play around with some of it today, though, in my sketchbook a little bit. Because, well, one, I just want to play around with it. But also, I would like, and I really want to turn one of these into a small illustration because I want to play around with my gouache on watercolor paper. Because I was using them both on canvas paper, or a canvas, and I don't know if I was using it wrong or if I just don't really like the way it felt on the canvas. And I never really tried it on watercolor paper. So, and this isn't watercolor paper. This is just regular, 110-pound paper, but, or 120. How many pounds? 120. Yeah. So, I mean, it takes water, but it's not, it's not watercolor paper because it will buckle. I was looking for a page that I did do one, or one that I'm working on. It's not finished yet. But like I think this would be big enough for gouache or acrylic gouache. So once this one is finished, I might use my acrylic gouache on this page. Even this one, honestly, because the images are small enough, but also big enough. So, like maybe even this one I can use gouache on. But I'm like, if I screw it up, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Even though it's just a sketchbook, I mean, I can practice it here. Um, Not too concerned if this one gets messed up because it's not really even a complete finished sketch anyway. So, and we worked on this one yesterday. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to Google how to, or YouTube, how to make gold with acrylic paint pens. And I have a coworker at work who also uses paint pens on his art, and I probably should have asked him if he knew how, but I did not. Um, I could also always just put acrylic, I mean, not acrylic, watercolor gold around it, maybe. But I feel like eventually I'm going to have to learn how to do the gold with the paint pen anyway. So I want to Google that, and then maybe do this portal. But I don't know. I am feeling like I want to play with some gouache, but I don't know what image to use it on because I don't want to screw it up. Because the sketching part, getting the drawing part right. I mean, we can do it on these random images of Bo where I was trying different like outfits and stuff. We can probably do it on that because this page is kind of weird. But I'm like, I feel like I won't, that's not good enough practice. I want to like actually do an image and take my time. And it's going to take forever. I want to practice patience that I don't have. But you do need it. Even still with acrylic gouache, you still need patience because you can't just go and, you know, slap the color on there and pray. Um, so maybe this one. Because, I mean, there's not much going on here. We got the perspective on this thing is so off. It's not even funny. But maybe, I mean, some of these images are so small. And then there's this one we could probably do. What do you guys think? I need to be like Mary and just jump in. Mary just jumps right into hers. I'm like, oh, it must be nice. I gotta have a whole anxiety fit before I pick an image. Um, I mean, or I can just use acrylic paint markers. That too. Because I feel like I want to color one of these, but I don't. I probably should finish some of the ones that I started, like this one. I haven't finished yet, and I know it's gonna look cool when it's finished. But I didn't think um about the background on this one. Cause like I mean I know they're outside running from these dust things, but um I don't know. Thank you, Kelly. Mary laughing at me because I keep flipping back and forth. Okay, so let me go through this because I can go back and color something because there are images here that I would like to color because I want to fill my book with color. And then there's stuff in here that I haven't colored. So I can go backwards. Like I can do one of these. I would definitely have to use my Toolie Arts on these because these are like super small compared to these other ones. So I can do something like that. What are you doing over there? Eating cotton? You better not be. This one's not finished either. Um, I could work on this one. If you ever turn your sketches into a coloring book, I want to, but see, it will probably be digital because I refuse to put my images on that Amazon paper. But I do want to. That's why I kind of started doing my sketches like this because this would be a coloring. This would be one page of the book. So I started doing my sketches kind of like that so that when I do scan them into my tablet, it'll be easier. That's why a lot of them you see in like frames. It would be easier to for you guys to, to put on the page, like, and because I would want it to be square. I don't know why. I like the square coloring books, which is why I'm kind of on the fence about getting that bigger sketchbook. Um, yeah, the Amazon paper is terrible. So I do want to, like, so I start doing like this. So I would do something like this, and this would be like one page. I Right now I think I only have like coloring pages on my Ko-fi. I don't have an actual book. Um, what bigger sketchbook is it on my wish list? Yes. It's okay. So I use the Ohuhu sketchbooks. Um, have to cover my number. It's the one with the sunflowers on them, and this one is a 8 by 8. Wait, let me double check. And I was debating on if, because this is 8.3 by 8.3. And I was debating on if I wanted, because they have one that is 7 by 10, I think, or something of that nature. And because I'm getting close to finishing this one, this is all I have left. I was um, starting to kind of figure out if I wanted another square one, because originally I was leaning towards the big one, and I'm like, I don't want to get both because, for starters, these books are $25 each. Um, and then secondly, it's like I'm only going to be working in one at a time, and they give you a crap ton of paper. So it's like I wanted to carefully think about what size I wanted next. Um, oh, thank you, Buttercup. How are you doing? So I was trying to carefully think about what size. So I was like, do I want another square one, which I love? I love the square one. Or do I want the bigger, taller one? Because it's going to be a little bit, you know, inward, but it's going to be taller. So I'm like, do I want that one? They also have an 8.5 by 11. And I'm like, that's paper size. So the sketchbook would be like this. Um, so I'm like, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm not sure. So I'm like, I need to kind of figure it out fast because I have been sketching every day. So, and I know this is probably only gonna last me another month or two. So I'm like, okay, you got to think, Jazz, and you need to actually, because I'm very indecisive. So I have to like think extra early because I know I'm indecisive and I know it's gonna, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, if I don't start thinking about it now, please, by the time I'm just gonna like, when I'm getting close to the end, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna get this one, and then I'm probably gonna regret it. So I'm trying to think now, like which one I want. But anywho, um, that whole rant, and some of you are probably like, girl, if you just don't pick one. But I know I'm gonna be in it for a long time. I didn't write the date that I started this one. But whenever that was, I lost my first one. Is when I started this one a couple days later after I started it. So, I mean, after I lost the other one, which I'm still kind of heartbroken about. But um, been in it for a while. I think at least like what, maybe the end of last year, somewhere around there. I don't know. Whenever that was, it got lost, and I was ranting about it for like 2 weeks. So I think, and also, I love the way that moon came out because, whoo, I remember that. Yeah, I'm still kind of crushed about it because it's like I know someone found it, and it's like you found someone's stuff with their info in it, and what did you do with it? So they're probably secretly, I don't know, ain't no telling. They probably gave it to their kid, and they're probably scribbling all over. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. Okay, so I think maybe I should work on maybe this one. I think at the very least, because this one is done, and I outlined this one in brown, but I'm kind of wishing I did it in black, but I'm not going to change it because it's just a sketch. Um, Maybe this one. Yeah, me too, Amy. I was really hoping somebody, I was like, okay, and I was hopeful too. I was like, somebody will turn it in because I knew they picked it up. I knew they found it, and I'm like, oh, they'll turn it in. And I was at Lost and Found every day like a space cadet, and I know the Lost and Found lady was like, girl, if you come in here and ask me about that book one more time. But she was nice about it. She was like, because I guess the first couple of times I went in there, I don't think she understood what it was I was telling her I lost. And so about the fourth time me going, she was like, okay, she was like, what exactly is it that you lost? So then when I told her, she was like, oh, she was like, wait, and they didn't turn it in and they found it? She was like, why haven't they turned it in yet? I'm like, ma'am, if I knew the answer to that. So, um, I was like, well, I said, okay, it's fine. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna start over. So this is my start over book, and I probably would have been finished with that book had I not lost it. And it was my fault. I mean, I shouldn't have put it on the back of the car, but I set it on the trunk so I can tie my shoe. And then when he walked up, I didn't think to pick it back up. I just was like, oh, okay, he's here, time to go. So now I clutch this one like, it's attached to my soul. And, it is what it is. It's like, maybe it was meant for me to start over. I don't know. So I guess I'll finish this. We'll work on this because there's like two more images. And then there's like some here that I didn't finish for some reason. Yeah, that would be the right thing to do. You would think, right? But and like I said, I am a little curious as to what they did with it, but um, I don't think the universe is gonna ever let me find that out, so it's okay. My poor little sketchbook is floating in the universe, and it's doing God knows what, with God knows who, but that's okay. We're gonna move on. It's fine. So it looks like I used the shuttle arts and the just arts on this one, but I think I'm gonna add some Thule art in here because I see that I might add this kiwi color to these bushes here. Um, but it's okay. It's fine. We'll be fine. We move on. I hope that person that found it enjoys it, I guess. I also hope they stub their toe every time they get out of the bed, but that's another story. So I'm just gonna do these bushes. But yeah, so I do have some coloring pages on my Ko-fi, but not an entire book yet. I feel like I want to do a book, but I want to make sure that um it's not, I mean, even though it's going to be digital, I want to make sure there's like enough images for you guys to enjoy, because a lot of it is going to be like, repeating characters because it's like a story. So I'm like, okay, I at least want to make sure you guys enjoy it, have enough pages to color. Granted, you don't have to color, them the same color as I do. Your bow doesn't have to be yellow. Your miso doesn't have to be white. You can totally, do what you want. So, but because it is going to be repeating characters, I want to make sure that you guys have enough images, which is why I'm just doing like, and I think I'm still going to do separate pages, but because someone may not want, the whole book. They might just want, um, certain pages, certain photos, certain images, etc. So I'm like, okay, well, let's do it to where you can have either the book, or you can do it to where if you want the um, just certain pages. Um, Honestly, Christina, I have been drawing off and on since I was little, but I would always see like artists on YouTube and I would watch them and I would be like, man, and I would always tell myself, if I had just kept drawing, and that was just the same thing, if I had kept, and if I just ignored what everyone was saying and just did what I wanted to do and this, that, I mean, not everyone, because I did have, you know, people who were like, "Oh, you draw good. You should this. You should that." I had the support, but the ones that mattered, you know, there were some that mattered that didn't exactly support. They were like, "Yeah, you draw good and you're good, but art doesn't make money," type of thing. So I stopped because I was like, well, and I'm like, all right, well, art doesn't make money, but I still like doing it. But I was like young, so I was just like, all right, so I stopped, and I was like, fine. And then I got into like, I didn't and I wish I had like the support where it was like, okay, my kid likes art, let's put her through art school, let's do this, let's do that. But I didn't have that type of growing up, so it's more like, you know, and I don't know, I don't think it was necessarily like, it was said, but I don't think that's necessarily what was meant when it was said. I think something else was meant, and that's just kind of what came out. Like, oh no, it doesn't make money. You have to do this, or you should do this. And I went to um, some stupid billing and coding school that I hated, and but that's what mom wanted, so I did what mom wanted, and I hated every bit of it. And then turned out the school was a scam, and it was a whole thing behind that. It was crazy, but I did hate every minute of it. So as I got older and was more like, all right, you can kind of do what you want to do now. Um, I was like, well, I was kind of like still drawing off and on because it was like still kind of like a hobby type of thing. I wasn't trying to do anything with it. And then the more I drew and the more people like kind of caught wind of my art, they were like, the next time you stop drawing, I'm going to punch you. So I'm like, okay. And they're like, no, seriously, you need to like do something with it. And I get it a lot at work. And I'm just like really humble about it because like, I'm like, okay, well, if people catch wind, if they see it, if they like it, they'll support, etc., etc. But um, it's not, I guess people haven't enough people haven't seen it. I don't know, but um, I tell myself like, look, you like drawing, you like making characters and worlds and stories. If they'll see it when they see it, but I always like, even at work, they're like, why are you here? Why are you working this crappy job? You should be at Disney somewhere. You should have your own art studio. You should this. I'm like, yeah, where is this money coming from? So I'm like, yes, theoretically, that would be awesome and that would be great. But realistically, um, it's not realistically possible at the moment. I do still have to work because work. And while I would like to, you know, totally quit my job and do art full time, um, I'd be on the street eating breadcrumbs. So I can't exactly do that. Hi, Kim. Um, you know, so when the support starts rolling in, and I mean like actually rolling in, I mean you guys support me and I love you guys so much, but like you know, like, you know what I mean, like when someone sees it and they're like, okay, we need to snatch her up because look at her, and or even simply like, and it's also partly me, you know, I need to put more art type things out, I need to put more prints out, I need to put more stickers out, more this, more that, because I have people at work, they're like, oh, I'll buy a sticker, I'll buy your stickers, yeah, but I don't, you know, I've been doing these types of illustrations, so I'm like, okay, I want to turn these into coloring pages, let's get that rolling first. Stickers also I do, uh I need to move them over to my Ko-fi shop, but I did make 2 Halloween stickers, if you guys remember that. And then this was like my first sticker I ever made. Miso is looking a little choppy on this one, but I did enjoy making it though when I first made it. And I do want to make more. And you know, right now it's just, I mean, technically right now it is just a hobby, but also at the same time trying to, you know, put more of it out there, which is why you guys see me like do more of my art now on my channel versus coloring. I mean, I still color, but I've been doing like a lot of art stuff because, yeah. So um I know that is a really long answer, but yeah. Yeah, Mary's another good artist. Mary's good too. Mary's been hooking those landscapes up lately. If anybody um ever has ever seen her do her landscape painting, and that's why I was asking if she would be interested in those acrylic paints. Um, Mary, did your package come? The one you ordered? Yeah, it is a really good hobby. It's also really good as far as like I don't know. It's just very calming, and sometimes I just, especially at work, like, oh my gosh, when they drive me crazy in that place, I will go and find a corner and just, that's where I'm at, and I need to decompress, and I'll be like, okay, I'll see y'all when I come out in the corner, and I'll just be in the corner like with my sketchbook because people. Oh, they come. Did you try them? Did you open them? Are you gonna swatch them? Show them off? I'm probably gonna make these darker. But yeah, so one day, you know, is what I keep saying. One day, someone will want to get that one, or though that few batch of people that's, you know, gonna be like, hey, look at her, check her out. And that's why I always ask people, like, you know, like and share. And I have a bunch of you guys that share my videos, and I do appreciate it. And I have Ko-fi members now, and I'm like, awesome. Even though, you know, I haven't posted the May page yet, but I do have Ko-fi members now, and that's a thing. And slowly, you know, it's not something that's gonna happen overnight. Even though sometimes some people it does happen overnight. That's very rare where things just happen overnight for people. It's a lot of hard work. Oh, you haven't used them yet? Okay. It's not something that, you know, it's just gonna fall in my lap. Not with my luck. It's definitely going to be a lot of hard work, a lot of, you know, time, which is also a little bit hard because I do work full time. So the time thing is that's that's a thing. So, but I do get, you know, I do get some support, but and then I sometimes I'll meet people at work, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'll follow you," I'll, you know, which is nice, and I'm like, "Heck yeah, please." So I get like random followers that way, and I guess it isn't too random because they do, they do enjoy. Because I'm telling you guys, I have been clutching my sketchbook like it's no tomorrow. So when they do see me, I usually have it with me, and passengers are like, "Oh, you're an artist. You draw. Can I see?" And it's so nice that they ask first, because some people just grab it and be like, "Oh, you're an artist." And I'm like, "Whoa, please put that down." Okay, I already had one stolen, but they'll ask to see my sketchbook, and they look through it, and things like that. So I hope you like them, Mary. I really like using mine. I'm scared to use them in my sketchbook, but that's probably another thing. I need to stop being so scary. Because I am terrified to use them in my sketchbook. Mainly because I don't want to mess up the sketches that I've worked on all day. And then I get some paint in there and I'm like, oh, this doesn't look so good. So I might just stick to paint markers. The issue with that is I'm going to need to search, because if people are going to buy, right? Like let's say I make a painting, which I do have some that I have painted. Um that I need to move over to my Ko-fi shop if people want to buy them. But if people are going to buy my paintings, right? And let's say that the ones that are on canvas, that's where I can use my acrylic gouache and stuff, and it comes out great. I love it. But if I'm on the paper and I don't like the way it looks and I decide to switch to paint marker, I need to make sure that the paint marker is light fast. Because I don't want to sell anybody anything and it's not light fast. I don't know what this is outside, so if you guys hear that noise, I'm sorry. Some kind of truck. Hang on a second. Let me just see if I can get to what I'm talking about here, and I don't know what I'm doing. You guys know my streams are random, but it is a good way to kill some time if you are bored at home. You just come on over to my streams, because I'll just be talking about nothing and doing nothing and showing nothing. Okay. Oh, look how smart I am. I put them inside of this thing. You sketched out party and you okay, I seen you were live earlier. Did you do it on live? Because I need to go and watch. So like this is my one of my recent ones. First of all, I love Miso smile. I know he's my own character, but his smile, I just love his smile to death. But I did this one November, okay, on Miso's birthday. So his birthday is November 27th, but I did this on his birthday, and I also was like trying out a new fancy signature, which I omitted the Sprite, but I might add it back in there because it's kind of cute. But I used my acrylic gouache on this one, and it looks like I used some regular gouache, but I also used some metallic paint marker, is what you see that's like, this one is not on my Ko-fi shop yet, but the ones that I have on like canvas, I do want to put on my Ko-fi shop if people are interested. But I do have some. So when I first got my acrylic gouache, I think the first one I did was, I want to say this one. I think this was the first one. Miso's a little wonky looking, but this was done in 2023. So, but that bowl of noodles came out perfect in the cup of water. But This was when I first got them. I think this is when I got my Turner. And I had to like make my own gray because it didn't come with gray, so I had to make my own, and it came out really cute. But none of these are on my Kofi shop, and that's what I was saying. Like I need to be more. I need to, put things out there more because it's not, and that's also partly my fault. And then this one also was done with the acrylic gouache. And I do believe the Turner and the Holbein, most of the colors are light fast in the acrylic gouache. Um, so I mean, even the ones that aren't like 100% light fast, I read that they do last like years and years and years and years and years. So um, I'm able to, you know, he's more polished now. Yeah, like if you look at him here, I mean, he's sleeping here, but I mean, if you look at him, on these compared to, and he's also a little bit older on this one, but he definitely changed. His hair changed. His face is, again, he's older, so this isn't a very good comparison. But I mean, if you look at him here versus, these older ones, but these are some of my first ones, minus this one. And this one, I'm not putting this one in my Kofi shop. This one's near and dear to me. Bo was brown at one point. Um, and Miso's hair was shorter, and they are also very wonky looking. But I used acrylic on these. So Mary, I used the acrylic that I had. So you see how it's like, it's not really shiny, like glossy, but it does have a little bit of a shine to it. But I was testing those out. But also there's some acrylic gouache on here too, because I see some matte stuff. But I don't know why this one is just so wonky and weird looking, so I'm keeping this one. um and then I did one of Bo, and she's yellow on this one. So this was around when I changed her colors, but I did do a autumn themed bow. And these are like all original. So once they're gone, they're gone. And I used water. I used a lot on here. I used gouache. I used watercolor. It looks like I used some marker or color pencil. That's not marker. But yeah, glitter. There's all kinds of stuff on this one. I like this one. But once they're gone, they're gone. I did this one in 2023 also. So, and it looks like I'm keeping them all in there. I do like, doing canvas work. I had started, and I don't know what I did with it, which is probably for the best. But I had started one. I didn't like how it was going, and I don't know if I hid it, I stashed it, or where it is. But and let me plug in my phone because I've been going for a while, I think, and I don't know how much battery I got left. Let's plug that up. Oh, the battery's actually pretty good. Okay, I don't have to plug it up yet. All right. Yeah, and I have like different canvases. I have them in boxes right now. But I do want to do some more canvas work because I was having fun doing these. But I do have like a watercolor pad, and I want to do some smaller ones on here. So I'm probably gonna cut it in half and do some work. And I wanted to make no, it's one of the recent ones, Jazz. Get it together. I wanted to make I kind of wanted to make one of those on the thing too, but this one, Jesus, like the desert scene. I wanted to do like, I wanted to make this one. I know you guys can't really see it, but I wanted to make it into a canvas print. And also, I was thinking about maybe this one. It depends on how this mermaid one is going to turn out. But this one I kind of wanted to put on, what do you call it? Watercolor paper and use my gouache, or because I want to do it on watercolor paper so I can make prints. Because if I do it on watercolor paper and then I can take it somewhere and get it printed, I can just scan, do it that way, and it'll look exactly how it came out on the watercolor paper versus doing it digitally. and then it doesn't look anywhere near how it looked when I did it on paper. This one isn't finished though. So, but once it's finished, I think I want to put this one. I'm gonna cut one of these down, and it's gonna be on like one of these. And yeah, I've just been telling myself like, okay, you gotta get things out more because there are people that are. So is that Grandpa? No. Okay, so in this story, I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown of the story. So basically, you have Miso and you have Bo, and they've been friends since like forever. And on Miso's birthday, if you guys remember, they went to the beach and they went to the carnival and they had a blast. You guys remember those sketches? And they went to the carnival and everything, and they had the eating contest, the birthday party, etc., etc. After the birthday party, Miso convinces Bo to go to the lighthouse. So they go to the lighthouse, and some things happen, some stuff happens, and they end up, messing around with some stuff. Well, mainly Miso. Bo is just there because that's her friend. But Miso messes with some stuff he don't have no business messing with. And they ended up going through a portal. And that's what you see on this image here. The one we were coloring yesterday. They both fell into the water. Miso went to go get her. And they find this portal. And they're like, oh, cool, whatever. So the next day, he convinces her to go to the portal. And they look through the portal. And the first area I think I want them to go through is the forest, which is this area here that I colored. And, this one. And but anyway, they go through there. And they're trying to find their way back home. But once they go through the portal disappears. So they have to keep going forward in order to find their way home. They go through this portal, and it's like the forest, and they meet some forest golem, and he's like, listen, you can't go backwards. So it's possible that you may never be able to go back home again, etc., etc. So, I have like a rough thing or whatever. So, they get into an argument because Bo's like, see, this is your fault. You're always dragging me in something, etc., whatever. And he's like, okay, well, listen, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. We got to go forward. But anyway, so they end up going through like these different portals that takes them to different areas. So it'll be like a forest, a desert, underwater, wherever the portal takes them. So in this one, they end up at the desert, and basically they have to capture or defeat, I'm thinking, the certain monsters and stuff. They got to make their money, so they're doing like these bounties and stuff, and it's usually some crazy, way huge, off the wall monster. And so here they're telling him like, yeah, they seen this bounty on the wall here. Bo sees it, and she's like, that's a good idea to make some money, because they're going through this place and they're starving. They're like, listen, we've been going through these portals, we ain't ate. Where's the money? We have no money. We have nothing. All they have is what's on their back and Bo's new staff that he got for his birthday. So she sells him the bounty, and he's like, well, heck yeah, let's go do it. And then so they went to go tell the guy, like, where can we find this thing? They're trying to get information. And it's just some old guy at a bar. They walked in, and he's like laughing at them like, yeah, right. You guys are 2 kids. You're not about to go beat this thing. So that's... You got him sitting there laughing at them, but that's what I was working on. And then that's one of the creatures they're gonna fight. But yeah, the story is there. It's there. It's just, yeah, all over the place. But it's not quite all over the place. I'm getting it together a little bit, but I had to give you guys like the quick thing. So when you see them and you see me sketch them in like these areas and it seems random, it is random because when they go through the portal, they don't know where they're going to end up. So yeah. And when we go back to the page I was coloring, where's it at? There it is. Thanks, Mary. Oh, you can't wait for me. Yeah, I have to finish Miso's mermaid or merman outfit. Both is pretty finished. And I was thinking of like adding some background stuff just in case I wanted to like make this into a print or something. So yeah, and then I have like a small one over here which is gonna be Miso and his shark one working on it. But I do want to turn the bow one into a sticker because it's cute. I mean, they're both going to be stickers, but I can't wait to turn because I'm going to have her. She's going to have like pinks and probably pinks and purples, maybe, or pinks and greens. I will see because you know she's yellow, so we got to see what colors is going to go with her. Miso's easy because he's white, so you know he's going to be like a light blue shark or something. But um, we have to tread carefully with Bo because she is yellow and I don't want to pick anything too off the wall. So, um, yeah. And then I also Taylor wanted um, the Valentine's Day one. She wanted turned into stickers. So I might end up redrawing it because her ears are different. Um, so I might end up redrawing this one. And you guys haven't met her yet. I mean, you have, but you haven't. But and then they haven't quite entered the story yet, but they are also characters. But yeah, so you know, I've been working on it, but also I've been, you know, doing coloring things too because um a lot of people are here just for the coloring channel, and I thought about separating and making just the art channel, which I still might do, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So don't hold me to that yet. I mean, I have one. I have another art channel for my art, but I don't post anything on it like I should. Okay, B45 is what I'm gonna use here. I don't know what they're doing outside, guys. So if you hear that, I'm sorry. I don't know what the heck. We don't even have, like I said, it's not much out there, so I don't know what they're doing. But I'm gonna use this one. I was going to use a different blue, but I like this one. But yeah, so that's pretty much the story. You know, Miso's always doing something he don't have no business doing. But Bo, that's her friend, so she kind of follows whatever he does, and she kind of keeps him out of trouble for the most part. But he's always doing something, so. And I remember asking you guys a while back, um, when I do the coloring pages, did you guys want um, kind of like a narrative with it, like with words? But I think I'll do like a video where I'm like talking about the story while I'm coloring the page, maybe, versus putting it on the coloring page. Because some people like to frame their um, coloring pages and stuff. I mean, maybe it would be nice if the story was there, but I know some people might not like that. So maybe I'll do like two versions where there's like a one that has the story on it, and then, or maybe just have the story separate, a separate download or something. That's another reason why I haven't added anything too much because I don't really know 100% yet. So, Mary, are you? That's my birthday. Who? What's your birthday? You have the same birthday as Miso? You said it would be nice with the story. So, like, what's I getting ready to say? Mary, are you going to Are you going live today again to show your stuff or no? Because I don't want to miss it when you open it. I might even whip mine out and play around with mine. Maybe, or maybe not in my sketchbook. I keep moving it over because I'm like, I don't want to run my hand in anything that's wet. So I'm trying to. Oh, so you did show it earlier. No, I mean, like, did you open it and swatch it and use it and all that earlier? Because I'll go rewatch. Because I'm probably going to be working on art stuff all day. Hold myself a little bit more accountable for keeping up with my art projects. Especially, like, when I have, like, off days and I'm not really doing anything. I still quite haven't figured out which Tuli art set I'm going to get next either, because I know I want one of the browns, because they have a brown set and they have a skin tone set. You guys remember me talking about that. But I do need both light browns and dark browns, and I was like, well, I just can't figure out which one. And I don't know, I might have to like draw a picture that has like mostly browns and see which one I'm struggling in the most, because I can't put my finger on which one I need the most, and it's kind of driving me a little bit crazy. Oh, you didn't do all of that. Okay. You just showed it. Okay. Um I don't 100% know which one, and that's going to drive me it's going to drive me crazy, because I know I need one of them. I just don't know which. And at first I was like, oh, I need the blue set. I know I need that next. And then I start actually using them, and I was like, well, now wait a minute. The blues can kind of wait, especially since I have the shuttle art ones now and the just art. I'm like, okay, the blues can wait. I'm struggling with the browns. So I'm like, then I'm like doing that, and I'm like, well, now wait, I'm struggling with light and dark browns. And the new set that they have, which is the brown set, it doesn't have, and I don't know why they did it that way, but it doesn't have any. I wonder if I can pull up the picture, because I did take a snapshot, because I was at work really like, okay, trying to plan this out, like, um okay, yeah, I do. Okay, so here we go. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about so you can. Right. So this is the skin tone set, right? It's got some nice pinks and peaches and some light browns, mostly light browns, and you got like two or three um of the dark browns, right? This is the skin tone set. This is the new one. This is the brown set. There is no, like, you see how we have like some light browns and some beiges and stuff? This one doesn't have it. It's all like mid to dark to, like, they have like some reddish browns at the bottom. So I'm like, struggle much, because I don't know. Oh, when you saw I was live, you got off. Oh, okay. Are you gonna get back on? Because when I get off, if you get back on, I'm coming over to watch. Oh, that's cool, Amy. Awesome. So I'm like, it's like some mystery people outside yelling now. Now that they stopped the noise with whatever that was they were doing, it's like some crazy people outside yelling. Anyway, um, yeah, so you guys can see my struggle and understand the struggle I'm going through, trying to figure out which, I'm not gonna buy it just yet. But it's still a slight struggle. Oh, we got a lot of November birthdays. Okay. I see, I see. Maybe. Okay. All right. I'll be looking out for you. I know Mary, like, if you ask me one more time, I like watching Mary's lives when I'm like doing art and stuff because she does her art and she talks. And I like watching the videos where people talk. I don't like watching the ones with music. So it's not too many people that actually, you know what I mean, do their videos and also talk. They just get on and they'll be like, oh, they'll talk for like a few seconds. They'll be like, oh, this is what we're doing, da 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 da. And then they'll put on some loud music, and I'm like, oh no. And I immediately click off. I'm like, nope. Because it's very hard for me to watch anything like that. I can't. Is this the same color green? No, it's different. I can't watch the videos with music because it's like I have you on. The screen is too similar. I have you on to so I can like work, do my art, coloring, whatever it is I'm doing, and you didn't went and put on some music. So now I have to literally watch what it is you're doing, and now I can't do what I'm doing because I have to watch what you're doing because you turned the music on. So I can't listen to what it is you're doing. I now have to watch. Um, which kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. So, Mary, when she does hers, she's one of the few that talks. So, I'll be like, I know I can go put on one of Mary's videos and I can just do my art or whatever it is I'm doing alongside her because I don't have to. I mean, and again, I'll look up occasionally, obviously, and see what's going on. But if I'm like in the middle of an art project or whatever, 9 times out of 10, I'm focusing on that versus, um, you know, whatever else is going on. So I know Amy is, I don't know, have you started Amy? I know she's also going to be getting into drawing. Amy, are you going to be like doing landscapes, or what do you have in mind that you think you might want to be doing? These things is all over. Okay, shovel art, just art. There we go. All right. And then nicety. Okay. Trying to keep these things in order. All right. Yeah. So I know she said she wasn't gonna go live and show, but I would still like to kind of see. I don't know how you would. I mean, I guess you could like show me on Instagram maybe. Or Amy, are you in the Discord? Because that's another good way. What color did I use for her shorts? Oh, I think I used this color. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one. You went in to watch you earlier, but you just let me sit in there. Oh. Mary. Yeah, so yeah, Mary was like, "Oh, Bubbles is live. All right, bye y'all." I do that sometimes. Like if I'm live and I don't want to be, and somebody else jumps on, I'll be like, "Okay, well, so and so is on. I'm gonna go watch them now." I think we all do that. Cause sometimes, and I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes I go live just because like I want nobody else is live, and I'm like, okay, I need some company. So I'll go live and be like, all right, now somebody is live, which that somebody is me, but at least I get to interact. So I'm sure the perspective of this one is off too. I don't really know. I need to learn. I had a perspective drawing class in high school, and I did not retain any information. I retained a little bit, but um, I don't remember anything from that class really, and I'm not sure why that is. What happened to the information that was in my head on that class? But I'm like, all right, I guess. But so I think I'm gonna add some things to the water like I did here. So I need like a dark blue. Just totally ignore the noise, guys. Just pretend we're gonna pretend we don't hear it, even though we hear it, and it's quite interesting. We're just gonna act like we don't. Yeah, I don't think the YouTube notifications are working, which they hardly ever do anyway. So, unfortunate. And I don't know what they're landscaping out there because we have like one tree in the middle that barely has anything on it and a bunch of rocks. So I'm not sure what they're out there, what they've been doing for the past hour or so. But um, um, yeah. So I don't know how to do this. This is just what it's gonna be. I'm just gonna put one alongside here. And every time I think they're done, I'm like, oh, good, they're done. And they come back and do some more. I'm like, okay, this tree is not even that big. And what's happening? Why are you guys doing this? And then they don't clean up anything else. Like, they just come and cut the trees and they have to do that. And I'm like, all right, guys, I don't know. Anywho, got the dark blue. And then I think I'm going to do maybe this one. I know I need some along here because this is like in the back. Landscaping is as far as you've got. Okay, okay. I'm just like randomly putting this here. I don't know if any of this makes sense. It probably doesn't, but hey. Because I don't want it, it's a calm lake. It's not. anything too crazy. You don't know how to wander around. Oh, in the Discord? So it should be categories on the left. So there's one for like general chat, and there's one for posting your whips and just finished pages. I don't think I added an art section, which is something I probably should do. But you can put it in the general one for now, because I mean that's still technically, you know. I just have categories because I know there are some people who are only interested in coloring, only interested in art. Some people interested in both. Some people only interested in video games. So I had to like split it up a little bit. Um, I I feel like I need to add a little bit. Let me see. I think that's fine back there. Let's see. Yeah, it could be like a little. I think this is the same color as this, just in case it's not. Let me just add. No, I think it is. Fiddles. If it is, let me just go ahead and fix this because this one looks a little patchy for some reason. Don't like the patchy look. Good thing about acrylic markers, you can just keep going over it. That's better. Yeah, I have a lot of categories because it's just one Discord for everything. I don't feel like managing a million Discords for like gaming and art and coloring, so it's just one. But um you know, it's one but it's got everything, so you can post what you like where you like. Okay. So I need to color the I was gonna say the sidewalk. It's not a pier. I don't know. The thing that leads into the lake, which name is escaping me at the moment, but that's okay. I could use Tuliar, but again, the browns. So I think I'm going to go with uh 84 and then maybe shade it with uh, something else. Okay. These shuttle art ones are nice for bigger spaces, big areas. But you can also get in small areas because of the brush. The brush is pretty soft. I haven't shaded anything yet, so bear with me. It's pretty soft, so you have to be careful when it comes to the smaller details. But the bigger areas, yeah, it's nice. But like the shell arts, I don't know if they're light fast, so like I wouldn't use this on anything that I would sell because I don't know if they're light fast. And while they are pretty, uh I don't want to have to like run into the issue of, you know, oh, this isn't light fast, it's gonna fade on me in like 2 months. Because could you imagine me like, oh yeah, enjoy this nice piece of art, you know, and I sell it and they're like, I spent $20 on this and the color is gone. I wouldn't even know what to say. I would probably be baffled myself, honestly, like, oops. So I know the Thule art, I think I read that they're pretty light fast, because they use those on like rocks and stuff. So I would assume they have to be. And then the what do you call it? There was another brand, the Chromatech. I think is pretty light fast. I don't know how light fast, but I think they have some light fast to them. But I mean, if it's just in the sketchbook, then I'm good. Because, you know, it's just the sketchbook. I don't know if someone's outside having like a party or what. But at first it was the landscape people, and now I hear like, I don't know, it sounds like they're out there having a party. I didn't get an invite, so it's okay. Okay, so we have like the deck. Okay, bye, Christina. Oh, Yuna has school. Yeah, good old school. You need that. That's for sure. All right, so I think I did her in like, I don't think she was done in this lemon drop color, so I might use that for shading because I think I used, it looks like I used Sweet Bee. So I think I'm gonna use lemon drop for her shading. Lemon drop is the color I use for her now. She's slightly darker than what she used to be, and I think that was after this page. So gonna use it for her shading. Where's that test sheet? And this is the one that's been kind of giving me a little bit of trouble too. So we're gonna see how it's gonna function today. It almost looks like this one isn't technically brighter. I mean darker. It seems like it's a little bit brighter almost. I don't know necessarily if I I mean, like, it works because of the sunset colors and stuff, but I'm glad I changed her color because she was a little bit too pale. So now it works. I don't know if I want to shade this one because it's already got the black on it. So I might leave her shading. I mean, I might leave her unshaded on that one. Looks fine. Um, I need to color the inside of his mouth that I somehow missed. And I don't remember what color I did his shorts. Let me just look on another page really quick. He hasn't in this outfit very long. I think I did them gray. Yeah, they're gray. Okay. So let me just grab the gray. Because you can see a little bit of his shorts. And all I have to do now is like put the line work, but I think my liner pen is still in my backpack from work. But at least we got the colors done. I do need to find something to shade her shirt with because it does look a little weird because the pants and everything is shaded, but her shirt isn't. So I could shade it with, I think I'm just gonna shade it with this R32. I am gonna grab the R3 and go over it again because it looks a little sketchy. Um, all right, now I can go over it with the R32. And pink does look pretty good on both. I do like the pink and brown. She doesn't wear pink often though because her dad is a blacksmith. So, you know, he had wished that, you know, he wished for a boy and he ended up with a girl. So he kind of like treats her like as if she was a son and not like a daughter. Like he knows that's her daughter, but he like, you know, she's very tomboyish, unfortunately. Poor thing. But she doesn't know any better because, you know, she only has her dad, so. All right. There we go. So all I have to do now is line this and then this page will be done. I didn't do, I think the sun I was looking to do in one of these watercolor colors like I did on the other one. And I was like, this red one would be nice. And I think I'm gonna go with that. It's like this reddish color. There we go. So once I add the black outline to these bottom ones, I think it's gonna look put together. I kind of want to put, like, I wanted to make the horn of this gold. I also forgot her pocket. How did I forget that? Let me add that in there. I'm scared to add it because I've already added the black outline, but I'm gonna add it very carefully. Okay. Holding my breath on that one. Yeah, I wanted to add like a blue. Maybe I'll add a blue watercolor. Just something to give the page a little bit more pizzazz. Just add some of this blue. And then once it dries, it'll have a little sparkle to it. Little sparkle, sparkle. The sun kind of turned out pretty cool. And then that'll sparkle once it's dry. So I'll grab my pen a little later and do that. So at least I got that page done. And then I will probably outline him and the rest of this. I still don't know. I'm not going to outline the portal because I need to figure out the gold situation, which I'll probably figure out later. I need to outline this one. But I'll probably work on coloring some more of this later today. Probably work on some of these sketches too. Maybe finish this one. I don't know what I want to do today. I do want to fill it with some more color. I know that much. So I'm going to do that. But I'm going to head out of here. I'm going to let you guys go. You guys been hearing me blab for the past probably 2 hours or so. Probably longer than that. Yeah. So thanks for hanging out with me. Per usual, all my stuff is in the description. If you're not following me on Ko-fi, following me on Ko-fi is free. If you want to be a member and have access to all PDFs, that's $3.99 a month. And don't forget, the mythographic contest doesn't start until June. So you got a little month breather before we do another contest. I don't know what the prize is going to be yet. I'll figure that out. We did glitter pens. We did oh, you don't like the way it's turning out. So sometimes, because I wish I could find the one that I was talking about earlier that I didn't really like how it was turning out. And I was like, well, maybe I just need to work on it a little bit more. But also at the same time, I kind of want to start over. So it's nothing wrong with starting over. If you want to start over, start over. I mean, sometimes it's better to start over early before you invest too much time and effort into the painting. So start over. If that's what's calling to you, go for it. I know I also have this really big painting canvas thing, and I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to do something on that, but I'm also very scared. I don't like drawing like big scale. But is it dry? Yeah, it's mostly dry, but I don't want to close it. I'm going to put the little thing there because sometimes it transfers over and I don't want it to transfer. Sometimes starting over works. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I need to go get my liner pen so I can line this. Also, I don't remember what color I used for his staff. I know it's Tooly art because I can feel it, but yeah, I kind of want to pull out my acrylic gouache, but I feel like I have more fun with the painting. So, I mean, with the acrylic markers. So, I feel like I'll save the acrylic gouache for when I do it on watercolor paper and stuff. I think I'm going to keep the acrylic markers to the sketchbook. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. Whew. I am going to go find some food and, work some more on my art and probably finish cleaning off my art desk. So one of these days I can show you guys a tour. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.